Welcome back to 23 ABC News. Talk of pesticides usually only happens after there's a problem, but 23 ABC's Andrew Worth has more on what the Kern County Farm Bureau is now trying to do to avoid these hazardous issues. Andrew.
Tim, the Kern County Farm Bureau says that the past several years have been ideal and that there have been very few reported cases involving pesticides and overspray, but that does not stop them from educating farm workers and their owners on how to stay safe.
A pesticide is a pesticide.
Last summer, 23 ABC covered a story on a spraying incident that happened in Lost Hills. While it was the only reported incident of the year and no serious injuries came from it, it still happened and people were affected.
The whole reason we started the Spray Safe deal was because there were some drift incidents, and we didn't want the legislatures to come in and pass new laws to try to correct the problem. We wanted to correct the problem.
As a farm owner and a member of the Spray Safe Committee, Mark Hall requires that his employees attend today's event that stresses the importance of education and decision making.
All of a sudden you'll be spraying and a crew will show up right next door. They need to know to stop, and they don't need permission from a foreman or the boss. They should just stop and then call somebody. We want to avoid incidents.
Jeff Rasmussen, a co-chair of Spray Safe, says that while avoiding incidents is a top priority for sprayers, their job is getting harder and harder as people build closer to farmland, and that is why education and outreach continue to be so important.
We realize that we need to incorporate the schools because there's more and more schools that are approaching on farmland, but we have historical connections, but now we have new schools, and so we're trying to connect the bridge the gap.
Beatrice Sanders, executive director of the Kern County Farm Bureau, says that being proactive has been a top priority of theirs for the last several years and that every incident can be avoided.
Whether it's schools, whether it's neighboring farmers, whether it's the season, beekeepers, with pesticides we have to be so careful.
I was also told that today's event attracted the biggest crowd they've ever seen and that the Farm Bureau will continue their efforts in being proactive. Live in studio, Andrew Worth, 23 ABC.